Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're back in the very unfortunate place where we need to talk about a family channel. Now that channel, probably very unsurprisingly, is the Ace family. If you're not familiar with them, they almost have 20 million subscribers and their content is family channel stuff, but with a lot of pranks and daily lifestyle type things. Not up my alley. If you guys have been here for a while, you'll know I strongly disapprove of family channels. I think that they take advantage of their children. I think they're invading the privacy of their children. There's a whole string of things that I think is unfair, inappropriate, so on and so forth. But mainly, I'd say my first qualm is that basically your children are making you money. You're kind of making your children work to make that money, and those children are too young to consent to something like that, aside from the very obvious fact that most of us probably don't want clips of us from when we were basically born to later on in our lives on the internet. Like once you turn 16, 18, whatever it is, you're probably gonna look back on that and be like, I wish that was private. I don't want all my moments as a child documented online for people to comment on, no less. I'm just gonna leave that there. A lot of people have been talking about the Ace family and a lawsuit and them allegedly losing their house. Frankly, to me, that isn't super interesting because I never trusted them as super honest or transparent people, so them potentially lying to their audience or portraying a false reality is not surprising in the least. In fact, it's pretty much what I expect from a lot of content creators that make that kind of staged content, that really fake, trying to be organic content. There are two particular videos I want to talk about because they just creeped me out. Now, neither of these videos I think are the worst things on the internet, but I do think they're worth discussing because I think that they are essentially catering to an audience that isn't theirs. Now, to be clear, the Ace family's audience is young. I don't know of any adult who would be able to sit through those types of videos. When I watched them, I had to watch them on 1.5 or 2 speed, which would make them about like 8 minutes long, and that still was a little much for me. So let's just put that out there. Their audience is usually kids, not adults, okay? And that's really important because the videos that I'm going to talk about I think are inappropriate specifically because their channel is catered to kids, and therefore, do I think kids should be watching this? No. So one of those videos is a prank where Catherine, the wife, puts blood, period blood, on her husband's face, and it's a prank, right? Okay. First of all, my question was like, why is this a prank you're doing? Like, why are there no other pranks you could be doing right now? And I understand that it's for the shock value and for people like me to talk about it, which granted, you did that, congratulations. But on the other hand, it's like, there are like little kids watching this who don't even understand what you're doing, and I just don't think it's appropriate. I'll put in a few clips here.
Okay, so I have something to tell you.
You should have done my neck.
I have something to tell you.
It doesn't burn anymore.
It's period blood.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear. It's period blood.
No.
Okay, so let me tell you something.
No.
Okay, it's 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 okay. Listen. It's really good for you. I promise I wouldn't do anything that wasn't good for you. It's really good for you. And there's so many benefits to it, I promise. Your skin's gonna be so nice. But wash it off. Here, let's wash it off right now.
You're lying.
No, let's
You're lying.
let's wash it off.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. But I need to wash it off because I don't know, for some reason it kind of stained my skin earlier. So I just want to make sure it's not.
You're lying.
No.
What were you thinking?
Why? It's so good for
Period
you.
blood? That's disgusting.
It's not though. It's natural. It's natural.
Catherine, you put period blood. Did you hear that? Period blood on my face.
I know, but it's my period blood, so it's good.
Now, one thing I do want to be clear about is I do think it's important for parents to have conversations with their children destigmatizing periods, because a lot of people are like, ooh, periods, gross. And it's like, it's a natural thing that happens. That's all it should be. I don't think it should be stigmatized. I don't think it should be gross. But that doesn't mean I also don't think you should be putting period blood on your face, whether it's a prank or not. That's the title of the video and that's what people are going to get from it. When your children are at a right age, totally discuss that with them. It's like the sex talk. You need to tell them when they're at an age where they can understand what you're saying and the implications, and so they're prepared for whenever something happens to them or not. This prank, however, came off as so absolutely fake, which I mean is not surprising on YouTube because most pranks are not actually real. But it was funny to me because a lot of people in the comments were like, oh my God, Austin's face, the husband, when Catherine said it was period blood. And it's just like, it came off as so inherently rehearsed and so forced and contrived that I was just like, this is giving me secondhand embarrassment, which is the least of our problems, though it pains me. But aside from that, it also shows me how gullible the audience is, and that's not to insult the audience, it's to say the audience is so young that they can't tell that this is entirely planned and entirely fake. So none of the genuine reactions they think they're seeing are genuine. All of this is a creation. And aside from that, like I said, I don't really know about the appropriateness. It's not a word, but whatever. I don't know how appropriate it is for that to be content that children watch. I just don't understand why you would make that type of content specifically for children who don't necessarily even know or understand what periods are. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. It made me feel uncomfortable. Now, like I said, not the worst thing in the world. There's another video though where Austin basically is asking or interrogating his children about whether his two girls have boyfriends and whether his boy has a girlfriend. Now, this again felt weirdly invasive to me, and I think that's mainly the problem with these types of channels is that I feel like I'm seeing family moments that I shouldn't be seeing. And that's not to say that there's anything bad about a parent being like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? I think every parent at some point has said that in a kind of mocking manner to little kids, you know, like little kids who just have playground girlfriends or boyfriends. That's whatever. But to go from there to asking your kids over and over on camera without them knowing and without them consenting inherently because they're just little kids, whether they have boyfriends and girlfriends, grilling them. And then Austin says something to his little girls that just like, I did not vibe with at all, which was something along the lines of, and I'll put the clip in here of like, daddy's like the only guy in your life or the only boy in your life, right? Like you don't need a boyfriend. You're too smart to have a boyfriend, blah, blah. And I just found that really weird as a concept to film.
So, is it true that you have a boyfriend?
No.
I'm being serious, Al. I'm gonna take this very serious.
No, I don't have one.
You wanna go to Papa's this weekend? Okay, then I need you to tell me the truth, okay? So you have a boyfriend, Al?
No.
You're not lying?
No.
Okay, this is not a joke. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not laughing. I'm being serious. You know, when Daddy jokes, he laughs a lot. I'm actually being really serious right now. And I take this very serious. Because you do not need to have a boyfriend right now. You are way too young and way too smart to have a boyfriend right now. Can you hear me? Okay, so what if a boy wants to come up to you and he wants to make you his girlfriend? What if he's like, Elle, be my girlfriend? What are you going to say to him?
No.
No boyfriends, right? Give me a kiss. Daddy's the only boy you need? Okay. I love you.
Not only because it's just kind of like, I think it's something that should be within family to have those kind of like mocking little discussions with your little kids, aside from the fact that you're using and monetizing your kids, which is something that they do basically in every video, and that's why I have a problem with family channels, because you're using them basically as props, right? You're telling them what to do like they're little child actors, and you're making money off their backs without their consent and invading their privacy with moments that could be considered later on embarrassing. I know I wouldn't want any of the moments that they have on their channel of me on my parents' channel. Like that would be so mortifying. And I also would like to believe that family moments matter. And so when you're having a moment with your family, I wouldn't want to think, oh, is this like a filmed moment so you can make money off of it? Or is this a moment that's actually genuine and real? That's not to say they don't have genuine and real moments behind closed doors. Nobody knows that, of course. But these all to me come off as to the least in bad taste, and also, like I said, capitalizing off your children, using them as props. Now, this is by no means the first time that the Ace family has had some scandal, and in one of the videos, I think it's the period blood one, Catherine also makes a joke saying, we get canceled every week, haha, it's fine. And That also bothered me because it's one thing when you get quote unquote canceled for something stupid, like having a completely mild opinion that your fans just don't agree with. Like, okay, you like a show and the stans get mad at you because they don't like that show or something like that. Okay, whatever. That's stupid canceling, whatever. It's a different thing when there is genuine critique made about you, because we have seen over and over again that the Ace family has not been genuine in terms of, like I said, the lawsuits, lying about multiple things, scamming their fans allegedly, also just general weird behavior. Like there have been rumors over and over again that Austin was cheating or was seen out with other women. There are like a lot of things that actually are worth critiquing because they are significant things, like infidelity, like scamming. But the fact that they made so much light of being canceled, I guess comes with the territory, because if you're getting canceled every week, like you say yourself, then I guess you really need to grow a thicker skin or maybe take accountability and change your behaviors. But hey, you pick what floats your boat, I guess. But more than anything, I think we also have to think about how this is going to affect the children once they grow up, because as we know, once things are on the internet, they're not leaving. So all of these videos, they can delete all of them, but you can't ever convince me to believe that people haven't downloaded these videos and saved them, because I'm gonna download it to put it into my video. So even I just have one, you know? So it's never going to be gone. And I don't know how these kids are going to feel about that when they grow up, which is why I don't really think they should be on camera to this extent for clicks, basically. Anyways, guys, you can let me know what you think in the comments down below. I find this trend of family channels just very disturbing because there's no sense of privacy anymore. And I do think that it takes away from actual genuine moments. That is just my opinion. You can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that the Ace family's demographic is in majority like really young children. If you do watch the Ace family, let me know like what it is about their channel that you really like, what appeals to you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.